100%.
That's a good one. All right, let's make this official, guys. Would like to announce another sponsor, partner, good friends of mine. Admittedly, they've been helping me with the build and everything for a number of years, and I've been using their products even longer. And I'm very proud to announce that Funk Motorsport are officially on board, building the fastest. So who are Funk Motorsport? Well, Funk Motorsport, they're a heat management company. They specialize, and specifically specialize, in heat management for your race car, your rally car, even your road car, show car, whatever you want. So what do? They do a lot of good things. So I would like to show you what they sent me. So it's a full box of goodies. So I'm going to be running everything heat management wise from Funk Motorsport. So the first thing is their turbo blanket. This one in particular is for my G30 770. It's a little bit sort of universal because obviously they don't have blankets specifically for one turbo. They're kind of tailored to sort of a group of turbos, if you will, the size. So this one is titanium, and this is their Mark 3, Mark 2, Mark 3. So this is the latest one. Sorry, I forgot how many marks they had. So this one is absolutely spot on. I ran the previous one. It was actually Mark 3 as well. If you've seen that video where I had a little fire, and this thing and another few items that I'm going to show you definitely saved me from sort of going up in flames when the downpipe came off. I'll leave a little link if you want to watch that video. It's right here. So a new turbo blanket because we have a bigger turbo and we need one. Also, to go with this, again, titanium Westgate blanket. Why not? You're probably asking me, why do you need a blanket? Well, in simple terms, heat is energy. The more heat you can contain inside of your turbo manifold or whatnot, the more energy it's capable of producing. So it's not only to prevent from excessive heat sort of escaping, it's actually to contain heat inside that unit so it doesn't cool as fast, so you can get maximum horsepower, maximum torque from your system. And obviously, of course, it has been tested by Funk Motorsport. When, for example, this thing is on, you can actually touch it when the turbo is really, really hot. And I did do a test. I'm not going to do it now because this is brand new and I don't want to take it out. You put a blowtorch and you can hold it for a good couple of minutes before it even gets warm. So that's why you need a turbo blanket. It's not just for the looks. Okay, also we have different hose and pipes sewn protection. They basically go all over your lines, and they are heat and fireproof and all that stuff, and they just basically help for your silicone hoses or whatever hoses you run not to melt or ruin. Plus they look really, really cool. They have a really nice stitching on them, and also they have a Funk Motorsport little sewn in thing. So we have a range of different sizes, for smaller, for larger, for bigger, what you will get. Also we have one of those. This is a silicone pipe. This is more heat resistance. I tend to use one of those on the downpipe, on the turbo oil return. Again, this is the size that I'm going to be running, so we have one of those. Obviously stickers. And by the way, guys, you know what? I've just decided. Go down into comment sections, leave me a comment. Ask me a question, anything about Funk Motorsport. Ask me a question about when is this car going to be ready. Any comment will do. Also like this video and go and like one of Funk Motorsport posts, or even follow them. You know, do what you like. And in a couple of weeks time I'll announce a winner. So what you will get one of those keychains from Funk Motorsport. Also, because I'm nice like that, you'll get one of my own RuskiWeldFab built, not bought. By the way, these are for sale now. And also for good measure, I'll throw in one of those. Again, these are for sale, but I'm gonna give somebody 2 key rings, 1 Funk Motorsport, 1 of my own, and an air freshener. And also you will get 1 of the stickers. Go down to comment section and you know what to do, guys. Anyways, what else are we running? So for the intake, you know, gold is good. Gold is amazing. Not only it makes your pipes look a million times better, also it protects from radiant heat sort of getting inside. So I have 2 different sizes, 25 mil and 50 mil. That's for the cold side, so we're going to be running those. Also, boom, 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 Lava Rock titanium exhaust wrap. These are absolutely fantastic. A lot of people say, well, what's better, ceramic coating or this? Well, to be honest with you, ideally you want to do both, because none of those solutions make completely sort of get rid of your heat, obviously, because there is a lot of heat. But I found that this worked better than ceramic coating, because they basically keep all the heat better inside rather than sort of all this radiant. Anyways, I'm going to be using it again because I've used it before, and I personally prefer the 25 mil because you can actually go around really tight radiuses, and obviously you need a little bit more because you have to wind it a bit more, but in my opinion it looks a bit neater. So we have 2 of those rolls. Also, yes, I've never run this thing before, and I'm actually really excited to try it. This is a 3-inch by 12-inch blanket. So this is basically same as your turbo blanket, but this one is for your exhaust, flexible. So it comes sort of like almost like folded sheet. So you wrap it around, obviously has a really cool logo. You wrap it around your downpipe, your exhaust, sort of in a critical place. I know exactly where I'm going to be doing that. And then again you use your springs, and it basically contains everything in there. So it's a brilliant solution. I'm going to be testing this. Never tried this before. Also, bam bam bam, yes, there are these stones, and actually this is what I'm going to be fitting right now. This is one of the things that definitely helped with my fire before. This is Firewall or anything else really. Sort of adhesive blanket. So it has obviously gold reflective cool color to it, but on the inside it's actually glass fiber thing. So it's not just sort of a wrap, it's actually quite thick. And this stuff is brilliant. You can obviously go around contours and everything like that. So I'm going to be using that pretty much now because the engine is about to go in. Also, one of those things, this is the aluminium. I'm not sure how to, what's it called really? Heat barrier. I think they call it a heat barrier. So basically this is just aluminium heat barrier. This is what OEM sort of manufacturers use for the exhaust. And I plan to line my exhaust tunnel with this. I have a small offcut, but it's definitely not going to be big enough. So the exhaust tunnel will be sort of lined with it because obviously exhaust gets really hot and you want a little bit of comfort. Right, so dun 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 dun. Don't forget, if you want one of these, if you want to win one of these, all you have to do is like this video, leave a comment, you can share it, go follow Funk Motorsport and myself on Instagram, and the lucky winner will get one of those. Also, something really exciting, but unfortunately there is no real time to do it right now because I don't have the component. Funk Motorsport, they're offering new product. And I hope I'm going to be one of the first ones, probably not one of the first ones, but they're going to offer custom service for custom blanket for your manifold. So if you have a manifold that you are thinking of wrapping, you know how some manifolds are really difficult to sort of wrap with everything is tight. You can have a blanket made, tailor-made like this, almost like an exhaust blanket to go over your complete manifold. I'm very looking forward to this because not only will look absolutely incredible, it's supposed to like work better than anything else on the market, because obviously it's like a turbo blanket. But for this I need a manifold, and I don't have a manifold yet. Manifold will be hopefully made in a couple of days. Crossing my fingers. I'm going to see Eden at RuskiWeldFab. You all know Eden at RuskiWeldFab.
That do you?
One of the videos where we did his mica is going to be in this corner. So he said, come in, you can use my workshop and I'll help you with some advice. So most likely I'll be obviously doing it myself, but at least at his workshop under his careful guidance. All right, guys, excited. Funk Motorsport, thank you so much for coming on board. Like I mentioned before, I know I've been using your products for many years, at least 4-5 years, and you did help me out before, but we made it official this year, and I'm very glad that you share my passion for this stupid Renault. And yeah, guys, let's fit this and Funk Motorsport, check them out. All links are in the description. So before I can actually put the engine inside, I need to put this onto the Firewall. It's so lovely and gold. So how do you do it? It's actually fairly straightforward. What you need to do is you need to look at your Firewall. Yeah, a marvel of French and Russian engineering. Anyways, we need to determine where we want it. The turbo is going to be here. The manifold is going to be here. So basically this is the hole is a hot side. On the previous one, I had another section coming up here. So what I did, I covered all of this with gold. On this one, however, I want to sort of bend and go all the way around because this is a single skin of metal. So what I need to do is I need to measure the width, the height with all of the angles, cut a square and then put it in place, and then I can trim around because obviously there's not much point going underneath because of this lip. So what I could possibly do is cut a smaller piece and actually just sort of glue it in here, but it's not strictly necessary. So we just want to cover all of this area and go around. Actually, yeah, this is from a previous Funk Supplies. I basically just transferred the plate from old shell. Well, yeah, we don't really need to cover it with gold. Actually, you know what? I'll probably just end up cutting this piece out anyways. So I cut the sheet. On my application, I think I can actually start off with a full length of 1 meter, and it's 56 centimeters height from the lowest point to the top point, to this point. Then I'll be able to do another one. I think it's a really good idea to, even though it's clean and it's freshly painted, to remove all the residue of whatever. So I use acetone and quickly wipe it because obviously because it's adhesive. Same rules apply if you do a normal wrap or a sticker. You know, you wanna make the surface clean. So something like this. This wasn't the easiest of things. I probably should have done it in multiple pieces, because what I had to do is I had to cut some relief pressure sort of things, and it almost looks like it's patches, but it's pretty much the one thing with just a few. But the beauty about this product is that you can literally put it on top and it gives you the same level of protection. It does not have to be all one piece. It still will protect it. I mean, obviously it's not as good as carbon to go over contours because it's really thick and it has the adhesive layer and the gold layer. So that's why it's difficult to do it over the curved pieces. Anywhere on the flat is absolutely spot on, but you know what? This was my choice. I did it like this, and I think it's fantastic. I mean, look at all of this gold. And basically what it's going to do is it's going to radiate all the heat away from the firewall, and also all the heat that is going to hit the firewall still, it will protect it, because obviously it's in multiple layers. Anyways, there's a lot more to do. Like I said, guys, I have full array of things, but first I need engine where I am sitting, and I need all the components mounted, all the hoses, and I'll show you in one of the next videos what I'm gonna do with this. Stay tuned. Bye.